Salt Bae, once the golden man of social media, has now become the center of ridicule. From being snubbed by Messi at the World Cup to being stopped by security at a Champions League after-party, the image of a star once celebrated worldwide is now shrouded in criticism. Online, he is seen as a symbol of vanity, while in real life, his chain of restaurants, once considered the pinnacle of luxury, is gradually shrinking. 5 out of 7 U.S. locations have closed. London has seen profits drop by over 30%, and the Beverly Hills flagship, once a point of pride, has officially shut its doors. At the heart of it all are endless controversies. Bills more expensive than a car, accusations of a workplace environment like the Hunger Games, and poorly timed political decisions that have alienated him in some of the most lucrative markets. The big question remains: what caused a global meme born from a 36-second salt-sprinkling moment to fall so far? How did a luxury icon once sought after by DiCaprio, Beckham, and Bruno Mars become a laughingstock on the very stage he built? And what truths have the public yet to hear? All will be revealed in this video. You won't just see the fragmented pieces reported by the media, but the entire picture where money, fame, and mental well-being are weighed on the scales, and the cost of maintaining a glittering facade that is hollow inside. The reasons, the decisions, and the moments leading to this chain of drama will be fully exposed only here. Looking at the falls and scandals today, it's easy to feel that this was an inevitable ending. But to understand why that golden glow shattered so easily, we must rewind to the beginning. A small kitchen in Istanbul where Nusret Gaki, a poor butcher, turned his skills into a performance. In 2017, a 36-second salt-sprinkle video garnered over 16 million views in just a few days after being posted, transforming him from an unknown into a global meme, skyrocketing his Instagram from 0 to millions of followers overnight. The most powerful stars flocked to Nusret, Beckham, DiCaprio, Bruno Mars. Even Cristiano Ronaldo, the man who controls his image like no other, sat at his table, ate gold-plated steak, and smiled for the cameras. Salt Bae wasn't just selling food, he was selling moments. Every meal was a gold-plated performance with bills that could reach at least $140,000. After years of being celebrated worldwide, the golden glow surrounding Salt Bae began to crack from the very thing that propelled him to the top: an insatiable hunger for the spotlight and a desire to be the center of attention wherever he went. The pinnacle of luxury didn't just nurture a brand, it also planted in him the illusion that fame could open every door. And it was this illusion that led to the fateful moment at the 2022 World Cup. Right after the final match, Salt Bae rushed onto the field like an outsider, attempting to take photos with players and grab the trophy from their hands. This action was immediately captured by countless cameras. Messi, known for his calm demeanor, dodged him with a cold, irritated glance, and his teammates displayed similar attitudes. This moment wasn't just distasteful. It was a clear attempt at clout chasing, borrowing the tournament spotlight to go viral. Messi's fans quickly took to social media, reacting with harsh comments and mockery. Salt Bae's apparent glee only made the situation more ironic. His impulsive action didn't just offend millions of viewers, it sparked an immediate and fierce backlash from fans in the football community. What was once a viral moment for laughs had now become a serious issue involving security and control over the pitch. FIFA swiftly intervened. An internal investigation was launched with a statement banning Salt Bae from attending official football events, transforming him from a familiar face at top-tier global events into a persona non grata. No more lavish parties, no more cameras and flashing lights welcoming him. Just the image of a man standing on the field, forcing a smile, while realizing his golden aura was fading. This was a turning point, marking the shift from being a respected figure to a global laughingstock. But this incident was not isolated. It was the inevitable consequence of a series of decisions: how he managed his empire, his choices regarding his image, and his relationships with power, money, and fame. After the fall at the 2022 World Cup, the question arose: without viral moments, what does he truly have left? From online communities to celebrities, criticism spread widely. Many who once happily posed for photos with Salt Bae now publicly distanced themselves, mocking his over-the-top performances and suggesting that fame cannot replace respect. The fame that once elevated him now turned its back on him. Behind the glittering glass doors of Nusrati, once considered a stage of luxury, unexpected stories burst into the open. Bills that made the world raise its eyebrows. A meal with a few pieces of gold-plated steak priced as much as a car. The $140,000 figure was no longer a symbol of prestige, but evidence of hollow extravagance. Customers began to speak out, many feeling scammed as the shiny gold layer on the meat added no culinary value, only serving as an Instagram prop. The money spent no longer bought an experience, but merely a fleeting illusion on social media. Amid this wave, Salt Bae responded, "Quality is never expensive." The reaction was swift and polarized. One user wrote, "It's shameful to flaunt this when people are starving around the world." Another sarcastically added, "You're right. Quality is never expensive, but this is." If the exorbitant bills left customers feeling betrayed, the stories from within were even more shocking. Former employees described an environment akin to a real-life Hunger Games, where workers never knew if they'd be fired during a shift. Reports included managers withholding tips, shifts stretching late into the night without overtime pay, and even allegations of passports being confiscated. These claims have not been independently verified but contributed to the controversial picture surrounding the brand. Some branches even violated food safety regulations or cut operating costs so much that customers dined in freezing conditions. All of this painted a different picture, an empire dazzling on the outside but hollow within. The domino effect was swift. By July 2025, 5 out of 7 Nusrati locations in the U.S. had closed, including the Beverly Hills flagship. In London, revenue dropped by over 30%. These numbers spoke a harsh truth. When trust is lost, money and fame cannot save a crumbling empire. But this decline wasn't random. It stemmed from choices long before, like the infamous 2018 video where Salt Bae served gold-plated steak to Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro during the country's worst economic crisis, sparking global outrage. Despite all this, there is another truth. Salt Bae started as a butcher with genuine passion. Those who met him behind the counter recall his skilled hands, his rhythm, his love for the craft. But over time, that love became entangled with money and fame, transforming into a craving for the stage rather than the kitchen. Every choice became performative. Every dish had to be camera-worthy. Every moment had to be shareable. This obsession blurred boundaries, leading to incidents like the World Cup intrusion and, later, the Champions League humiliation. In June 2025, Salt Bae was stopped by security from entering the VIP area of the Champions